So it's introduction to e-commerce ma राखिदिएको छ case study अनि यहाँनिर चाहिँ it's a vast Starbucks is a big enterprise हैन आजसम्ममा they have achieved a lot है अनि त्यस पछाडि हेर्नु न अब we don't even have Starbucks in our country and still it feels so like I know Starbucks जस्तो लाग्छ नि but then मेरो देखाइ पनि छैन होला सायद but still so you can understand it कति खतरा छ के तिनीहरु so alright so Starbucks भनेको चाहिँ अब यो this whole thing is Starbucks is a coffee place हैन and then कसरी चाहिँ अब उनीहरु चाहिँ डिजिटल र सोशल इन्टरप्राइज भइराछ भन्ने चाहिँ टपिकमा हामीहरु आज त्यो ओभरअल एभिन्यूलाई एक्सप्लोर गर्छौं हैन So first thing is Starbucks को चाहिँ 2021 सम्ममा 32000 चाहिँ स्टोर्सहरु अक्रस द वर्ल्ड चाहिँ खुलेको छ हैन लाइक US मै 6000 छ हैन South Korea and then China is not even here okay it's expanding in China हैन यति धेरै स्टोर छ China जस्तो छ China मा but still China मा चाहिँ once upon a time उनीहरुले चाहिँ बिगेस्ट स्टोरहरु खोलेको Alibaba सँग मिलेर स्टोरहरु खोलेको त्यस्तो पनि सिचुएसन्सहरु थियो हैन So that's Starbucks को how big they are भन्ने कुरा And then Starbucks let's say they have been very proactive in using technology के उनीहरुको चाहिँ since they have a premium product हैन उनीहरुको coffee चाहिँ it's kind of expensive compared to other coffee in fact instant coffee भन्दा त अब multiples of times expensive होला and then when comparing to other outlets अरु coffee placeहरु त्यो भन्दा पनि expensive पर्छ उनीहरुको coffee हैन but then त्यसलाई कम्प्लिमेन्ट गर्नलाई चाहिँ they do a lot of things like customer service like customization हैन and like the use of technology you know? So this is a login page for Starbucks when you get to Starbucks and you connect on Wi-Fi like जस्तो अहिले हाम्रोमा चाहिँ वर्ल्ड लिंकको चाहिँ फ्री वाइफाई हुन्छ नि जहाँनिर चाहिँ you give out your number and उनीहरुले they send an SMS त्यस्तै किसिमको चाहिँ this is a Wi-Fi with Google हैन which is a fast Wi-Fi त्यहाँनिर एकदमै super fast connection उनीहरु use गर्छ and then people can just sip coffee and then browse the internet right so this is the login page and यसमै पनि you will notice that there are a lot of things that are taking in हैन उनीहरुले चाहिँ name last name email addressहरु लिएर चाहिँ they can further use it for आफ्नो अरु marketing campaignsहरु हैन and then user लाई चाहिँ के incentive छ भने they can after once they have a account on this Wi-Fi network they can go अरु Starbucks मा पनि टक तपाईको चाहिँ कनेक्ट हुन्छ and for Starbucks itself this is a good data collection platform जुन चाहिँ उनीहरुले आफ्नो त्यो MIS हरुमा हालेर चाहिँ उनीहरुले they can analyze they can have a look at हुन्छ नि तपाईको ह्याबिटहरु तपाईले के अर्डर गर्नु भयो तपाईले के चाहिँ खाइरहनु भएको छ and everything else right so this अनुसार चाहिँ उनीहरुले चाहिँ आफ्नो बिजनेस लाई चाहिँ अप्टिमाइज गर्न सक्नु भयो के So about first matter they started like any other coffee shop right now but then right now they have become like a technology company okay they're not just merely coffee matra they are doing innovation in that field and the whole coffee business revolutionized it's like just like just like fika chia lai चाहिँ अलिकति जुन ब्ल्याक टी लाई अलिकति हेपेको जस्तो गर्छ नि मान्छेले राइट हुन्छ नि चिया पनि फिका भन्छ कि कतिले सो त्यसलाई चाहिँ we can make it premium by हुन्छ नि त्यसको हेल्थ बेनिफिट्सहरु हैन अक्सिडाइज के अक्साइड्स हैन के हुन्छ त्यसमा जस के भन्न पाए नि राइट हुन्छ नि अर्ग्यानिक हो यो चाहिँ हेल्दी हुन्छ एन्ड देन अचेल त भन्छ नि के गुर्जो भन्ने चाहिँ हैन आयुर्वेदिक के हालेर चाहिँ कोरोनालाई पनि भगाउँछ भने जस्तो सो इट्स एडिङ भ्याल्यु नि त्यस्तै स्टारबक्सले पनि बाइ मेकिङ इट अ डिजिटल enterprise digital shop जस्तो बनाएर चाहिँ उनीहरुले they have been able to मान्छेको लाइफ सँग डे टु डे लाइफ सँग चाहिँ कनेक्ट गरिदिरहेछ के उसलाई जस्तो चाहिँ अब यो चाहिँ स्मार्ट वाचमा चाहिँ देखाइरहेछ हैन स्टारबक्स मोबाइलमा देखाइरहेछ सो इभन व्हेन यु आर नट इन स्टारबक्स यु आर पार्ट अफ द फ्यामिली के यु आर पार्ट अफ द कम्युनिटी के तपाईं त्यही पसल भित्र हुनुपर्छ भन्ने छैन के देयर आर अदर प्लेटफर्म्स दैट यु क्यान चाहिँ कनेक्ट with in order to experience it हैन सो त्यो एक्सपीरियन्स चाहिँ goes beyond the coffee cup भन्छ के यो कफीको कप भन्दा पनि अझै ब्रोड चाहिँ एक्सपिरियन्स गराउने भयो होइन. सो वाट वाज द प्रब्लम होइन, किन चाहिँ त्यस्तो गर्नुपर्ने भयो भने एज यु क्यान सी 2007 देखि 2009सम्म चाहिँ इट वाज अ ऱ्यापिड डिक्लाइन क्या उनीहरूको रेभेन्यू होइन. सो उनीहरूको कमाइ चाहिँ यसरी घट्यो कि दे स्टार्टेड थिङ्किङ कि अब ल केही न केही त गर्नु पर्यो राइट. सो द अपरेटिङ इन्कम चाहिँ डिक्लाइन भइरहेको छ. सो वी मस्ट डु समथिङ भनेर चाहिँ दे डिसाइडेड कि अब चाहिँ होइन वी हेभ टु चेन्ज द वे थिङ्स आर होइन. हामीहरू चाहिँ वी निड टु अप्टिमाइज, वी निड टु इम्प्रोभाइज होइन भन्ने चाहिँ डिसाइड गरेर दे स्टार्टेड acting. So one of the major changes that they did in their business model was to introduce technology. So what this is what you're seeing is using a wireless charging station. So any device, any mobile device, here you can see कि उनीहरूको चाहिँ त्यो charging पोर्टहरू जस्तो खालको त्यो डेटा केबल भनौँ न. सो दिस इज अ वायरलेस डेटा केबल होइन. यसलाई चाहिँ के रिङ भन्छ होइन. सो दिस इट्स नेम इज रिङ. सो यसलाई चाहिँ यु क्यान कनेक्ट इट टु यर फोन एन्ड त्यस पछाडि अन द टेबल देयर इज अ हटस्पट जहाँनिर चाहिँ तपाईँले आफ्नो फोन वेन यु प्लेस इट अन टप अफ इट एन्ड देन चार्ज हुन थाल्छ है. सो एन्ड देन पिपल टेक द डोङ्गल द्याट दे निड. सो आफ्नो फोनमा USB-C हो कि अब USB 3.0 हो त्यो अनुसारको यु क्यान टेक वान अफ दिज एन्ड देन put it in the phone and then charge it like this. So this is a nice addition to your store, right? So one of the major drivers is the way, is the people, त्यहाँनिर जो executive-हरु छ, त्यहाँनिर जो decision makers-हरु छ, उनीहरु चाहिँ they come from a tech background. Okay, so this is Kevin Johnson, होइन. Kevin Johnson is the CEO अहिलेको चाहिँ. I think 2017 मा he was appointed the CEO. So he's the CEO of Starbucks right now. अनि उसको चाहिँ तपाईँले हिस्ट्री हेर्नुभयो भने he was a systems engineer at IBM होइन. And then after he went on to become Microsoft को चाहिँ global technical support and then also chief executive of Juniper Networks. So Microsoft मा हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ he worked with Starbucks. So Starbucks ले चाहिँ they work with other tech companies in order to innovate and त्यस पछाडि in order to figure out कि कसरी आफ्नो problem solve गर्ने. So while he was at Microsoft, he worked with Starbucks and then later after he left Microsoft and then went to Juniper Networks, and then after he got hired by Starbucks, board member मा आयो उ, अनि त्यस पछाडि उ CEO भयो होइन. So Juniper Networks भनेको चाहिँ it's a company that sells routerहरू and then things like that होइन, नेटवर्कको सामानहरू. So this guy is from a tech background. He understands what technology is, how it is impacting, and most importantly he understands कि technology को future चाहिँ यस्तो हुँदैछ. सो विदाउट टेक्नोलोजी चाहिँ इट्स नट गोइङ टु वर्क आउट भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ उसले बुझेको भएर चाहिँ उसले स्टारबक्सलाई त्यो डिरेक्सनमा लान सकिरहेको छ होइन. Now we'll take a look at other tech background मा भएको जबहरू त्यस्तोहरू on Starbucks, and which will probably be quite surprising for you होइन. स्टारबक्समा चाहिँ कस्तो कस्तो मान्छेहरू हायर गर्छ, कस्तो कस्तो जब पोजिसन. सिन्स कफी सप भनेपछि चाहिँ हामीलाई लाग्छ कि हुन्छ नि इट्स लाइक अ रेस्टुरेन्ट नि राइट, जहाँनिर चाहिँ हुन्छ नि कफी बनाउने, कफी अन्त नि बारिस्टाहरू त्यस्तो मात्रै हुन्छ जस्तो लाग्छ नि. बट देन हेभ अ लुक है त.
I joined Starbucks because of the culture.
We try new things every day.
And I feel like it's really inspiring when you're able to take technology and connect it back to the human.
I love solving really big, complex problems, and especially when I get to work alongside people who are equally passionate about that. I think it's wonderful to be able to work for a company that really lives their values, to inspire and nurture the human spirit, one person, one cup, and one neighborhood at a time. And what's so wonderful for me with tech is having the ability to build tech that does the same thing. We try to build tech that actually appeals to the human spirit, that actually helps humans connect to each other and makes it more playful, fun, and exciting.
I was really drawn to Starbucks for a number of reasons. One was the ethical standards that the company holds and how it cares about both partners in the stores and across the company, as well as the communities that Starbucks serves customers. The other is really opportunity around technology. The future of technology is really pretty exciting here. Technology directly applies. We have the opportunity to solve business problems and customer problems in a way that your friends, your neighbors, your children can see.
Starbucks is a fantastic organization for technologists because it really connects the people to the technology, and not many companies do that. to be part of this organization and add value and innovate, enable so many great capabilities is it's a fantastic thing for technologists like us.
All companies are in an evolution and transformation right now. Starbucks is no different. However, Starbucks is pushing those boundaries. We're very forward thinking in how we're reaching our customers and being a part of their daily lives.
The future of technology at Starbucks is really creating a digital connection to our partners that is as strong as the digital connection that we have with our customers. The kind of people that we love to see coming into Starbucks is people who are not afraid of innovation, who have a hunger for ongoing learning and development, who like to have fun and collaborate with others in an organization, but who really want to work for an enterprise that makes a difference to the communities that we source from and that we work in and live in.
It's all about opportunity. And when you want to make your next step in your career, think about the opportunity of working in technology that's seen by so many people around the world. We're embracing a lot of new trends at Starbucks. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, conversational commerce, vision. These are new things that you're going to see in the next generation of technology at Starbucks.
The mission statement and the values that Starbucks holds really stayed true to my character.
It's exciting because it is in the midst of evolution.
I joined Starbucks because I wanted to work somewhere where I'm part of something bigger.
So this is back in 2017, you know? So by now, the level, right? So that's Starbucks go tech. They are more like a tech company also. As you saw, there was even a CTO, you know. So that's their thing. And the way they innovate, you know, the way they use technology in order to drive their business, a lot can be learned from that. Okay, just like this is Starbucks and Alibaba collaboration, right? So this is China ma bhayeko Starbucks outlet.
When it comes to Starbucks, China is no different than the US. It's everywhere. In fact, with a store opening every 15 hours, China is the fastest growing market for Starbucks.
But for its newest location here in Shanghai, Starbucks wanted something more than just ubiquity. The Seattle cafe turned global brand has delivered something bigger and better this time with help from Alibaba.
At 30,000 square feet, this is the biggest Starbucks in the world. It comprises 2 floors and it will put as many as 400 employees to work. This is only the second Starbucks Reserve Roastery after Seattle, but it's the first to offer fully immersive digital experiences developed in collaboration with Alibaba Group. Alibaba combined its mobile Taobao app with augmented reality technology to create a new retail experience for Starbucks customers. In fact, this new Starbucks is such a big deal that Starbucks Executive Chairman Howard Schultz flew in from Seattle to give Alibaba's Jack Ma a tour before the official opening.
Our China team felt very strongly that core competency and the engineering capability of Alibaba was significantly better than any other company we could have partnered with. And what we wanted to achieve here was not only opening a retail experience unlike any in the world, not only a coffee store, but a retail experience that would take the customer in a multi-sensory experience, including leveraging people's mobile device.
Here's how it works. Visitors use the mobile Taobao app to scan different parts of the store as a way to engage with the AR features. Then the app delivers fun visuals, information about products, even how the roasting process works to their phones. For example, let's watch the roasting process in augmented reality. Fresh beans are stored in these silos, and then they drop down here to the roaster. Once the roasting is finished, they move to this cooling machine. Then they move to this giant 2-story storage tank at the heart of the store. The beans stay there for 8 days, which is when they reach their peak taste. And then they get distributed through these tubes to the different coffee bars in the store. There's a lot more to discover at this Starbucks with my mobile Taobao app. I can also scan these coffee silos to find out what kind of beans they're serving, or this steampunk machine to see what it does. Each step of the way, customers unlock a virtual badge, and once all the badges are earned, they receive a custom roastery filter to commemorate the moment and share on social media. The Shanghai Roastery also gets a boost from Alibaba's location-based technology. Tmall knows when one of its app users enters the store, and it brings up a special page that offers fun features, such as a map of the store or a menu of the different coffees available. And if they want, customers can even book curated tours and coffee tastings too through Tmall. The Starbucks Shanghai Roastery was designed to wow China's increasingly sophisticated, tech-enabled shoppers who've come to expect world-class products and experiences.
Nobody think you can sell coffee like this, right? Nobody can imagine. And this is the company always try to transform. I feel so proud for Starbucks, and Alibaba is honored, really honored to work with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jack.
Dimag kharab hai. So that is in 2017. Okay? Just think about it, like 18, 19, 20, 4 years ago. Damn, right? Crazy. All right, let's get back. So Starbucks ko e-commerce projects are and then so there are a lot of things that they do. So we'll just try to cover a few stuffs like the notable ones. So first thing is the online store, right? So online store was but they closed it down since they thought we should streamline, and they changed the whole business model, but still you can get some stuffs. So this is a merchandise store. So besides coffee, they also sold your coffee, whatever it is called, coffee brewer, right? And then bottle, so mug, sippers, and bottle, and then things like that. Right? So you could buy it at the store. So this was a pure e-commerce store, right? But now since they changed it, so this is what you will see if you go to their website. So अहिले भएको वेबसाइटमा तपाईं जानुभयो भने you'll see कि हुन्छ नि कुकीज को चाहिँ यस्तो किसिमको एउटा पपअप आउँछ हैन जहाँनिर चाहिँ कुकीज हो, but then this is not the kind you eat भनेर हैन. So it's kind of त्यो कम्पनीको persona, त्यो कम्पनीको vibe छ नि, you get a feeling कि हुन्छ they are a fun company, right? And then agree गरेपछि चाहिँ you will see this, okay? But then real cookie पनि भेट्छ क्या तिनीहरूले. So यहाँबाट you can just directly go to the order page, जहाँबाट you can order this particular chocolate chip cookie, हैन? So that's innovative, right? अनि अर्को e-commerce उनीहरूको project was Starbucks gift card, हैन? So gift card चाहिँ कस्तो हुन्थ्यो भने you could buy a gift card for your friend and then send it on Messenger, or in this case iMessage, हैन? मा चाहिँ तपाईले चाहिँ you could just send it out to somebody. So this is $5 चाहिँ उसले अरु कसैले उसको लागि तिर्दिएर चाहिँ यो कार्ड चाहिँ उसलाई पठाइदियो. So if you go to the store, then you can just grab something that's worth $5, हैन? So यसरी चाहिँ कस्टमरहरुको बिचमा नि engagement जस्तो हैन, it's a kind of a C2C network जस्तै पनि त भयो नि हैन. So एउटा कस्टमरले अर्को कस्टमरको लागि पे गर्दै digitally, and then अब यसलाई चाहिँ not just this particular instance, यसलाई चाहिँ people use it for any birthday gifts and then all sort of things, हैन? So this is a Starbucks gift card. And this is just a concept of a gift card. So that was a digital one. But then physical cards are okay? So this is not a real Starbucks, but then this is just an idea of interesting. So I thought it would be nice to show here, right? And also what they did was, this is a loyalty program, so what a loyalty program is, like airplanes or money, and any store can do that. So loyalty programs like e-seva points online, points. So when you use a certain service, bonus like even kirana pasalma जाँदाखेरि पनि अब चिनी राको पसलले छ भने चाहिँ तरकारी पसलमा चाहिँ चिनी राको मान्छेलाई अलिकति खोर्सानी एक्स्ट्रा दिने होइन त्यस्तो कामहरू गर्छ नि होइन बेला बेलामा सो त्यो एउटा गुडविल गर्नको लागि त्यस्तै चाहिँ स्टारबक्सको चाहिँ स्टार्सहरू हुन्छ क्या सो यु गेट सर्टेन स्टार्स फर सर्टेन doing certain activities जसमा चाहिँ when you reach a certain point of level होइन त्यहाँनिर चाहिँ you will get some benefits होइन so the stars thing like say for it to work you need to have the app होइन so you need to have Starbucks को mobile app and जसमा चाहिँ you need to add money as in credits होइन and then as you spend the money and as you start doing things in the store होइन and you will start to get rewards like maybe free coffee or something like that होइन so some of the things how it works होइन उनीहरूको स्किम चाहिँ कस्तो छ भने सो दुईटा स्टार चाहिँ $1 तपाईँले खर्च गर्नुभयो भने दुईटा स्टार पाउनुहुन्छ होइन एन्ड देन तपाईँको बर्थडेमा पनि एउटा स्टार पाउनुहुन्छ तपाईँले फोनबाट पेमेन्टहरू गर्नुभयो भने पनि स्टार पाउनुभयो होइन एन्ड देन त्यसको बेनिफिटमा चाहिँ तपाईँले चाहिँ हुन्छ नि अरू जस्तो अलि प्रि अर्डर गर्न मिल्यो होइन अनि फ्री इन स्टोर रिफिल्स भनेको चाहिँ अब कहिलेकाहीँ फ्री त्यो एक कप कफी खाइसकेपछि अर्को कप चाहिँ फ्री जस्तो होइन एन्ड देन मेम्बर ओन्ली इभेन्टहरू चाहिँ अलिकति एक्सक्लुसिभ बनाउनलाई जस्तो क्लब हाउस भन्ने इफ यु नो द सोसल नेटवर्क द्याट्स मेकिङ नोइज अहिले त्यहाँनिर चाहिँ ओन्ली इफ यु हेभ अ इन्भिटेसन मात्र छिर्न पाउँछ नि सो द्याट मेक्स इट अ काइन्ड अफ एन एक्सक्लुसिभ प्लेस होइन एन्ड देन अब त्यो किन हुन पनि सक्छ पर्दैन हुन्छ नि इन्भाइटै छैन भने चाहिँ अलिकति स्याड फिल गर्न सक्छ मान्छेले चाहिँ किनभने त्यो त अलिक प्रिमियम जस्तो भयो नि त त्यस्तै अब यहाँ मेम्बर इभेन्ट्स भनेर चाहिँ जोसँग त्यो एप छ जोसँग सर्टेन स्टार छ सो लेभल 5 को स्टारवाला मान्छेहरूलाई मात्रै इभेन्ट भनेर त्यस्तो एक्सक्लुसिभ पनि गर्न सक्छ होइन सो द्याट्स हाउ दे वर्क अनि जुन अब त्यहीँ पेमेन्ट गर्ने सिस्टमहरू भयो होइन सो त्यो फोनबाट चाहिँ पेमेन्ट गर्न मिल्ने भयो त्यो एपबाट एन्ड देन यसबाट चाहिँ स्टारबक्सलाई अब के फाइदा पनि छ भने चाहिँ पिपल विल हेभ टु लोड देयर वालेट्स बिफोर ह्यान्ड होइन सो इफ यु रिमेम्बर लास्ट टाइम चाहिँ हामीले त्यो भनेको थियो नि कि हामीसँग भोलि हुन्छ नि 1000 रुपियाँ हुनुभन्दा आज 1000 रुपियाँ हुनु चाहिँ बेटर हो किनभने द्याट्स टाइम भ्यालु अफ मनी होइन भोलि त त्यो 1000 रुपियाँ इज नट 1000 रुपियाँ नि त्यो त लाइक डेप्रिसिएट भइसक्छ इन्फ्लेसन यस्तो छ महँगी यस्तो छ राइट एन्ड देन त्यो सेन्समा चाहिँ द फास्टर यु हेभ क्यास द बेटर क्या एन्ड इभन इफ फर कम्पनीज सच एज स्टारबक्स अर एनी अदर कम्पनी त्यो पनि द्याट्स अ गुड थिङ कि यु हेभ एडभान्स पेमेन्ट यु हेभ बिफोर ह्यान्ड नै पैसा हुन पायो भने द्याट वुड बी नाइस होइन अनि सो त्यही सेन्समा चाहिँ उनीहरूले दे हेभ पार्टनर्ड अप विथ भिजा पनि सो दिस इज अ डेबिट कार्ड होइन सो यहाँनिर चाहिँ इट्स लाइक ब्याङ्क अकाउन्ट जहाँनिर चाहिँ इट्स लाइक आवर एटिएम कार्ड होइन सो एटिएम कार्डमा के हुन्छ त वी हेभ आवर मनी इन आवर ब्याङ्क अनि त्यस एकछिन वी हेभ मनी इन आवर ब्याङ्क अनि त्यस पछाडि त्यहीँबाट काट्छ नि त पैसा सो दिस इज लाइक एन एटिएम कार्ड द्याट ओन्ली वर्क्स अन स्टारबक्स सो त्यस्तो किसिमको चाहिँ स्टारबक्सको रिवार्ड्स प्रिपेड भनेर चाहिँ यस्तो किसिमको कार्डहरू पनि उनीहरूले निकालेको छ बट आइम नट स्योर इफ इट वर्क्स ओन्ली अन स्टारबक्स बट देन इट डज वर्क अन स्टारबक्स होइन बक्स स्टारबक्स दामी देखेको है गर्मी भएर एन्ड दिस इज अनदर थिङ होइन सो जापानमा चाहिँ उनीहरूले के गर्यो भने दिस इज अ पेन जहाँनिर चाहिँ एनएफसी इनेबल्ड छ एन्ड दिस पेन इज कनेक्टेड टु यर फोन एन्ड देन सो बाई युजिङ दिस पेन यु क्यान जस्ट पे इन स्टारबक्स आउटलेट्स होइन सो हेभ अ लुक है त सो दिस गर्ल जस्ट pulled up a pen and then when she brings it near to the device and then the register goes and then the payment is made okay? So it's the किसिमको different चिजहरु चाहिँ उनीहरूले ट्राई गरेर हुन्छ के and since they have this outlet and a massive number of outlets like कति 30,000 थियो हैन अघि त्यो भएको हुनाले they can just experiment in different places and different cultures and so Japan मा चाहिँ NFC payment is quite very popular so त्यो सेन्समा चाहिँ they could they could try this out कस्तो हुन्छ भनेर so that's the thing त्यो बाहेक and they are very active on social media also so उनीहरूले चाहिँ they have their own platforms and they utilize collective intelligence and then Facebook LinkedIn हरू यिनीहरू त कहिले हालेन so collective intelligence को मा जाँदै first now so collective intelligence भनेको चाहिँ it's using त्यो community को power के जस्तो कि अहिले instead of this session being conducted like this हैन हामीले चाहिँ if we do a discussion नि अझै बेटर हुन्छ क्या किनभने चाहिँ if अब के गर्नुपर्छ भने हामीले if we want to make it collective intelligence हामीले चाहिँ we need to assign हामीहरु कति जना छौं हैन हामीहरु like अहिले जस्तो 12 जना भनेछ सो इफ 12 of us are assigned each are assigned कि एउटा स्पेसिफिक टपिक अनि त्यसलाई हामी चाहिँ त्यसमा रिसर्च गर्ने एन्ड देन प्रेजेन्टेसन दिने 15 मिनट भन्यो भने we will come up with different कुराहरू क्या अहिले त जस्तो मैले सर्च गरेको चिजहरू मात्रै हामीले हेरिरहेछौँ नि त if we do a collective intelligence kind of thing crowdsourcing of information त्यहाँनिर चाहिँ फर्दर एभिन्युजहरू एक्सप्लोर हुन्छ क्या लाइक तपाईँहरूको असाइनमेन्टहरू थियो नि जहाँनिर चाहिँ हामीले फर्स्ट असाइनमेन्ट के थियो भने विषयमा त जे थियो होइन त्यसमा चाहिँ हामीले तपाईँहरूले कति आइडियाजहरू लिएर आउनु भएको थियो क्या जुन चाहिँ आई हेड नट थट अफ इट क्या होइन सो त्यस्तो हुन्छ कि कलेक्टिभ इन्टेलिजेन्समा सो दिस इज माई स्टारबक्स आइडिया भन्ने सो माई स्टारबक्स आइडियामा चाहिँ पिपल वुड कम अप विथ आइडियाज क्या होइन जस्तो ई गिफ्टको आइडिया नै पनि त्यहीँबाट आएको हो होइन एन्ड देन मिनी स्टारबक्स कार्डले सो यस्तो यस्तो किसिमको आइडियाहरू मान्छेहरूले ल्याउँथ्यो एन्ड देन अरूहरूले चाहिँ भोट गर्ने डिस्कस गर्ने होइन सो कम्युनिटीबाटै चाहिँ एन्ड देन जुन चाहिँ अलिकति पपुलर हुन्छ एन्ड देन दे डु द्याट क्या सो द्याट्स काइन्ड अफ नाइस होइन एन्ड दिस इज फेसबुक पेज अफ स्टारबक्स जसमा चाहिँ 36 मिलियन उनीहरूको फलोवर्स छ एन्ड वर्ल्ड वाइडमै चाहिँ इट्स लाइक 115th पेज ओके सो योभन्दा माथि को छ भने एउटा रेड बुल छ राइट 60 नम्बरमा छ बट रेड बुल इज अ डिफरेन्ट क्याटेगोरी अफ प्रडक्ट नि होइन अरू अमिताभ बच्चनहरू यिनीहरू छ 80तिर कतातिर होइन बट देन द थिङ इज यस्तो स्टोर जसले चाहिँ सेल कफी तिनीहरूको चाहिँ यस्तो म्यासिभ नम्बर अफ फलोवर्स अनि उनीहरूको इन्टरेक्सन्सहरू हेऱ्यो भने पनि एभ्री पोस्टमा चाहिँ दे गेट लाइक 2-3,000 लाइक्सहरू त हुन्छ विदाउट पेड होइन कि जस्ट अर्ग्यानिक नै उनीहरूले रिच गरिरहेको हुन्छ होइन And the thing is, they are quite creative in their posts. So you post say there it was for the Mother's Day, so Mother's Day is the post correct. But then what you will notice here is first thing that they are being appreciative, so mothers are like it makes mothers feel good. But along with that, it's also giving them ideas. Okay? Like this thing get your mini their own hot chocolate so they can be just like you mother like it's giving an idea why don't you buy a hot chocolate for a kid and it's like a surprise cake. This is all an idea also so some people might be doing it, many people might be doing it, but then it is also pushing others to do it. Naya customer are like saying certain pieces the ideas are open right. And then LinkedIn ma pani unharko presence is quite strong ani unharle chai tyaबाट just hiring ko lagi and then they kind of advertise their work culture why Starbucks is a nice place to work at and this beside how it is changing things भन्ने चीजहरु त्यस्तो चाहिँ उनीहरुले they do that on LinkedIn and in LinkedIn ma चाहिँ they have as in work ethics ma चाहिँ उनीहरुको slogan चाहिँ connect with something bigger. Okay, and then every place that that people work on should have this kind of ambience when they work there they should be proud of it just the army right so army but then some people may not like quite be proud of what they do so this sense of it helps and then you can see so 153,000 employees are on LinkedIn. So it's a connect by the followers when they on Sakasa and then they post all sort of things there. And then along with this, it is very surprising they also have a Spotify account. So Spotify they make playlist playlist for coffee clubs so it's kind of interesting. And Twitter they have a very strong presence. So Twitter they ran a campaign called Twitter Coffee. So Twitter Coffee you could just tweet mention you could tweet to someone and then they could get a free coffee. Okay? So this was a massive success and this is since about $5 go e-gift so what you needed to do was US monthly and then all you needed to do was tweet to a friend and this reason plus you had to just process so you have to connect your Starbucks and Twitter accounts and then tweet a coffee to a friend and then they get a Starbucks card as an e-gift. And this the friend, even if they do the same thing, then you would also get the $5 Starbucks card e-gift. So यसरी चाहिँ they created a हल्ला, एकदमै ठुलो हल्ला उनीहरूले क्रिएट गरेको थियो के. And another thing that they do is they write names of people, right? So at one point they decided कि instead of writing यहाँनिर चाहिँ हुन्छ नि latte or के हुन्छ भन्नुहुन्छ drink Americano लेख्नु भन्दा चाहिँ they decided why not just write somebody's name in it, होइन? So and this is quite an iconic move by Starbucks. Okay? Now when मान्छेको नाम यसरी लेखिदिँदाखेरि चाहिँ they start posting it on social media, होइन? जस्तो कि यो क्रिस्टियनले चाहिँ यसरी पोस्ट गरेको थियो, होइन? But what that also did was अब मान्छेको नामको स्पेलिङ त अब हुन्छ नि कहिलेकाहीँ त बिग्रिन्छ नि त, राइट? एन्ड वेन त्यस्तो हुन थालेपछि चाहिँ द्याट अल्सो क्रिएटेड सोसियल मिडिया बज, होइन? झन् त्यो त झन् मान्छेले पोस्ट गर्ने भयो कि. एन्ड देन दिस इज अ होल थिङ गोइङ अन इन इन्टरनेट कि हुन्छ नि स्टारबक्सलाई स्पेलिङ आउँदैन भने, एन्ड देन बट स्टिल अब सबैको त मिस्टेक हुँदैन, बट देन इट्स काइन्ड अफ अहिले त अब जस्तो जानी जानी नै गर्छ यिनीहरूले, इट्स जस्ट अ फनी वे भने जस्तो, होइन? पनि हुन्छ. So people don't really mind that much. Our spellings have always been mistaken. I know it's not as if that's the first time. So yeah. Only what Starbucks does with its social media is it kind of connect गर्न खोज्छ क्या. It tells its stories, and it acts as a person, and it doesn't act as a हुन्छ नि corporate business, होइन? उसले चाहिँ different initiatives, different पोस्टहरुबाट चाहिँ त्यस्तो गर्न खोज्छ. एन्ड इट्स भेरी ह्युमन क्या. इफ यु जस्ट गो थ्रु देयर पोस्टहरु, होइन, यु क्यान सी कि दे आर हुन्छ नि टकिङ अबाउट जेन्डर राइट्स, दे आर टकिङ अबाउट अब इक्वालिटी. जस्तो अहिले चाहिँ अब दिस इज जुन, होइन? सो जुन इज लाइक के भन्छ त्यसलाई यार, प्राइड मन्थ भन्छ, राइट? सो it is celebrated by the LGBT community. Yeah. So if you go to Starbucks Coffee account right now, most likely they are also celebrating this particular thing, you know? So yeah, and that's how they connect with everyone. What they also had was something called a Starbucks Digital Network, you know? So the Starbucks Digital Network, it was done in collaboration with Yahoo. अनि त्यस पछाडि यसमा चाहिँ when you connected to that Starbucks network, Starbucks मा मात्रै हुँदाखेरि खुल्ने वेबसाइट हुन्थ्यो क्या, त्यो एउटा पर्टिकुलर वेबसाइट. अनि त्यो वेबसाइटमा चाहिँ दे अलरेडी ह्याड हुन्छ नि क्युरेटेड कन्टेन्ट क्या. त्यहाँनिर चाहिँ मुभीहरूदेखि लिएर, होइन, अनि त्यस्तै न्युज अब वाट एभर गीतहरू, भिडियो, त्यस्तो चिजहरू चाहिँ त्यहाँ आउँथ्यो क्या. सिन्स त्यो बेलामा when this came up, there was no such thing जुन अहिले हामीसँग चाहिँ इजिली एभाइलेबल छ नि, नेटफ्लिक्स अर चाहिँ युट्युब, होइन? हामीले सजिलै यता गएर इन्टरटेनमेन्टको लागि सजिलो छ नि त अहिले त. वी डोन्ट ह्याभ टु गो अराउन्ड, जस्ट टिकटकै चलाए पनि भयो, राइट? बट देन त्यो बेलामा त त्यस्तो थिएन. सो हियर यु कुड फाइन्ड क्युरेटेड कन्टेन्ट जुन चाहिँ त्यहाँ त्यो पर्टिकुलर स्टोरमा मात्रै चल्थ्यो क्या. सो यु गो टु स्टारबक्स एन्ड देन ओन्ली यो वेबसाइट चल्छ क्या त्यहाँनिर. अनि बट नट अल है, उनीहरूले गरेको चाहिँ सबै खतरा स्टारबक्स त हुन्छ नि, होइन? मार्केटिङको गुरु, होइन? त्यस्तो पनि होइन. दे हेभ देयर फेलियर्स, होइन? देन फोर भन्ने when it came up, उनीहरू चाहिँ they were one of the first adopters, होइन? Starbucks चाहिँ they went into Foursquare and then they came up with this mayor offer भन्ने, होइन? So mayor offer मा चाहिँ when you नै तपाईले चाहिँ रिडिम गर्न मिल्थ्यो, you would get 1% off on this particular frappuccino, होइन? But the problem with त्यो हुन्छ नि adoption to new technology is that since you have a lot of outlets, त्यहाँनिर every employee-लाई त हामीले ट्रेन गर्न नभ्याउन पनि सक्छन्, राइट? सो सेन्ट्रल म्यानेजमेन्टले चाहिँ डिसिजन गरिदियो. एन्ड देन अब स्टोरमा चाहिँ मान्छेहरूले जाँदाखेरि त अब फोर भनेको के भने पनि थाहा छैन कतिजनालाई, त त्यस्तो पनि भएछ क्या. सो मान्छेले गर्छ यो $1 को कुपन चाहिँ मैले फोरबाट पाएको भने वाट इज फोर थाहा छैन क्या. त्यस्तो पनि भयो. एन्ड देन दिस इज सक्स कफी भनेर भयो, होइन? सो दिस एक्चुअली ह्यापन, बट देन लुक्स लाइक दिस स्टोर क्लोज, होइन? बट या, बट आई थिङ्क दिस इज अ फेक वान, है? किनभने देयर इज नो स्टारबक्स लोगो हियर. इट्स लाइक हुन्छ नि गुगल स्टेसनरी भनेर थियो क्या एउटा मिम भन्नुहुन्छ कि गुगल स्टेसनरी एन्ड न्युज पेपर त्यस्तै हो जस्तो थियो भने. बट वाट एभर, होइन? द पोइन्ट इज द्याट कहिलेकाहीँ सिट ह्यापन्स, होइन? And this website is lifestories.starbucks.com. So if you go here, you can see how human they are. Okay? Then their team, how good they are at doing things and how good they are at storytelling. And because it's connected as what they are doing and what they stand for. So you can go and have a look at stories.starbucks.com. And this is 2019 को video होइन जहाँनिर चाहिँ Microsoft was working with Starbucks, and it's quite interesting. So एक round यो हेरौँ है त.
Now, I want to bring us home to another iconic brand that's right out of Seattle. In fact, it got started a few miles from here at Pike Place, Starbucks. Starbucks is, of course, defined what our morning coffee experience is. And at this point, one of the things that's so exciting to see is the software engineers at Starbucks, their ambition, their collaboration with their colleagues in the business side and product managers and marketing. They're coming together to completely take what is that iconic experience of Starbucks and incorporate digital throughout. Everything from what they're doing with blockchain and sustainability, IoT and the coffee machines, as well as AI. And to really give you a glimpse of this, let me throw to the show floor to our team to show you what the Starbucks engineers are dreaming up and making real.
Today, we're going to show you 3 things Starbucks are doing to better connect with their customers and enable their personnel. Firstly, create more intelligent customer experiences with an internal AI platform called Deep Brew. Secondly, securely connecting their coffee equipment to Azure with Azure Sphere. And finally, providing transparency into how the cup of coffee you drank this morning made its way from the farm to your local Starbucks. Starbucks have created a sophisticated intelligent recommendation system based on reinforcement learning models that they call Deep Brew. Starbucks can use Deep Brew insights in many areas of their business, including this new, more intelligently responsive drive-thru, which is an early pilot. Here, you can see 4 recommended choices for a Starbucks in Santa Monica. These aren't 4 fixed products for every Starbucks. Rather, they're selected by Deep Brew after weighing many factors. What is popular at this specific store, at this time of day, time of year, what's currently available in the store, even current weather conditions, and more. After I asked the drive-thru attendant for the cloud macchiato, the display shows me additional recommendations that Deep Brew knows are popular with those who have made the same choice as me under similar conditions. Not all Starbucks local markets are the same. Let me show you what you might see on the same day in Alaska. Notice that the choices are different, reflecting the unique local preferences for this store. And the recommendations, if I choose the sous vide egg bites, will be tailored as well. The refresher that's showing up on the display looks actually pretty tempting to me. The Starbucks award-winning mobile app leverages these Deep Brew insights, as well as my own personal order history, to make even more personal recommendations. Deep Brew is a new platform for Starbucks to innovate and experiment with rapidly scalable and cutting-edge machine learning. And it allows Starbucks to better meet the preferences of their diverse and worldwide customer base and empower their personnel. Starbucks' digital transformation doesn't stop there. Olivia is going to show us how Starbucks is connecting their essential coffee equipment in their 30,000 stores globally.
Starbucks uses Azure to administer their connected coffee equipment. They're currently piloting Azure IoT Central, Microsoft's hosted platform for IoT solutions, to centralize some of this work. As you can see, this Azure IoT Central dashboard shows data from the local Starbucks stores. Think of this as mission control for your morning coffee. By connecting the equipment to Azure IoT Central, Starbucks can monitor water temperature, pressure, pull time, and more to ensure their flagship Mastrena 2 machines in stores are performing at their best to enable baristas to make the highest quality handcrafted beverages every time. Connecting the Mastrena 2 to Azure IoT Central also allows Starbucks to run predictive maintenance models to more efficiently operate their machines. This device telemetry and predictive maintenance allows Starbucks to remotely diagnose potential problems, reduce maintenance costs, and most importantly, achieve higher customer satisfaction by freeing up time to allow their partners to connect with their customers. While Starbucks could use Azure with any IoT device to connect their equipment, they chose Azure Sphere, Microsoft's end-to-end solution for securely connected devices, which comprises of an MCU embedded with Microsoft Secure Architecture, a Linux-based custom OS, and cloud security service, specifically because their coffee equipment is so vital to their business. Starbucks can embed the Azure Sphere custom microcontroller into new equipment, but vitally, they can also retrofit Azure Sphere into existing machines by plugging this external module into the device. No need to replace valuable existing equipment. Multiple times a year, Starbucks introduces new seasonal coffee. This requires updates on the software updates on the coffee machines. Previously, this would have required tens of thousands of USB sticks to be delivered to stores. Now the recipes can be delivered securely over the air from cloud to the Azure Sphere-enabled device at the click of a button, which you can see in the Azure IoT Central pilot, accelerating Starbucks' innovation process from months to days and making the pathway for new innovation.
Starbucks' digital transformation is expanding beyond their Seattle offices and coffee shops to its vast supply chain, which starts at over 380,000 farms in nearly 30 countries. Starbucks recently previewed at its annual shareholders meeting a new digital transparency feature for customers. With this feature, I can use my phone to scan a code on this bag of coffee to see an immutable record of the coffee's history stored on Azure blockchain service. With this, customers can see, let me just get this up. Yep. So with this, you can see that we can see where the coffee beans were grown. Starbucks support efforts for farmers in those regions, when and where the beans were roasted, tasting notes, and more. Starbucks' ambition is to use this technology to provide greater empowerment for coffee farmers as coffee drinkers better understand where the coffee comes from and who grows it. With Azure Blockchain Service, data can be real-time and transparent.
As you've seen, so much of Starbucks' business is being transformed by digital technology. And at Microsoft, we're excited to see where we can go next.
So yeah, so that's how they're doing it. And then now, after all those things, you can see their revenue is growing. But right here, we can see and it is minus. But that's only because invest they decided we should purchase new outlets or new. In fact, your whole company नै किनेको थियो यतिखेर. So even this time पनि उनीहरुको 3.08 नै भएको थियो income हैन. But then since उनीहरुले यो किन्यो and then that's why त्यो कम्पनी किनेको भएर चाहिँ यस्तो डिप जस्तो देखिएको, but in real चाहिँ उनीहरुलाई benefit नै थियो. So after that investment, and you can see it is rising, हैन. So this is the company that they bought, and it was called Tribhuwan, I guess. So Tribhuwan company, so Tribhuwan company किनेर चाहिँ उनीहरुले they started making out these new kind of drinks. So yeah, that's Starbucks, हैन. So Starbucks go. Let me stop this right here now. Starbucks go saying after going through this case study, I'm using we can understand that technology helps solve a lot of problems, and it also helps in growing your revenue and in adding to your revenue stream, adding new business models to your existing business. And then उनीहरुले चाहिँ कसरी चाहिँ आफ्नो e-commerce platform like selling online गर्नलाई अथवा customer service मा and even collaborative with जुन हामीले my Starbucks idea भन्ने हेर्यो हैन, त्यो चाहिँ कसरी उनीहरुले रन गरिरहेछ भन्ने हेर्न पायो. And यसले चाहिँ दुईटै हुन्छ नि, स्टारबक्स र स्टारबक्सको कस्टमरहरू क्या दुईटैलाई चाहिँ बेनिफिट भएको छ नि त होइन कस्टमरहरूलाई पनि दे गेट अ फिलिङ कि आइम अ पार्ट अफ अ कम्युनिटी भन्ने कुरा भयो एन्ड सजिलो पनि भएको छ जस्तो एज यु स त्यहाँनिर त्यो माइक्रोसफ्टको प्रेजेन्टेसनमा चाहिँ उनीहरूले देखाएको थियो नि कसरी चाहिँ रिकमेन्डेसन्सहरू होइन कसरी चाहिँ टाइम सेभिङ गराइदिन्छ होइन अल मान्छेहरू मतलब होइन मेनु हेर्नलाई नै के अर्डर गर्ने भन्नलाई नै धेरै टाइम लागिरहन्छ सो इन्टेलिजेन्ट रिकमेन्डेसन्सहरू भयो एन्ड लोकेसन्सहरू म्यानेज गर्नेदेखि लिएर एन्ड देन द्याट थिङ वाज अल्सो भेरी इन्ट्रेस्टिङ है जहाँनिर चाहिँ उनीहरूले त्यो माइक्रोचिप युज गरेर आफ्नो कफी मसिनहरूलाई चाहिँ अप्टिमम टेम्परेचर अप्टिमम प्रेसरमा चाहिँ रन गर्ने सो द्याट एभ्री कप अफ कफी चाहिँ पर्फेक्ट होस् क्या होइन त्यस्तो कुराहरू उनीहरूले चाहिँ इनेबल गर्न सक्यो होइन जस्तो त्यो चान्सेस भएन त लाइक हुन्छ नि कफी डढ्ने अरू चाहिँ हुन्छ नि नपाक्ने जस्तो प्रब्लमहरू नआउने पनि त अब होइन एन्ड देन अब त्यो इ कमर्सले पनि उनीहरूको चाहिँ त्यो सिपिङहरू भयो एन्ड त्यस पछाडि अर्डरहरू चाहिँ ह्यान्डल गर्छ क्या जस्तै इफ यु गो थ्रु देयर वेबसाइट होइन त्यहाँनिर यु क्यान इभन कस्टमाइज स्टफ क्या सो स्टारबक्सको वेबसाइट हेरौँ है त एकछिन वी स्टिल ह्याभ 5 minutes सो सोसियल इन्टरप्राइज भन्ने कुरा पनि एकदमै धेरै युज भएको थियो होइन द्याट वर्ड वाज गोइङ अराउन्ड सो सोसियल इन्टरप्राइज भनेको इट्स अ कम्युनिटी के होइन हामीहरू चाहिँ एज अ कस्टमर वी हेभ अ कम्युनिटी अनि उनीहरूले जसरी चाहिँ दे अल्सो वर्क अन फार्मर्सहरूको उसमा पनि होइन दे सेड कि हामीहरू चाहिँ फार्मर्सहरूलाई चाहिँ पनि कनेक्ट गर्छु भनेर होइन एन्ड एज यु स त्यहाँनिर चाहिँ वेन यु लुक इन्टु द कफीको प्याकेटको लागि स्क्यान गरेर हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ यो कहाँ प्रड्युस भएको थियो कहाँको चाहिँ फार्मरहरू हो कसरी चाहिँ यो प्रड्युस भएको भन्ने कुरा त्यहाँ हेर्न मिलेको सो त्यसरी चाहिँ कम्युनिटीलाई कनेक्ट गर्ने कामहरू गर्छ क्या एन्ड दिस इज द इ कमर्स स्टोर द्याट दे ह्याभ होइन यहाँबाट चाहिँ लोकेसनमा गए लोकेसन भनेर आउँछ सो दिस इज प्री अर्डर पनि गर्न मिल्यो होइन सो सर्टेन केसेसमा तपाईँले घरमै पनि डेलिभरी गर्ने पनि सिस्टमहरू हुनसक्छ होइन मर्चेन्डाइज भनेर जुन अघि नै हामीले हेरेको थियौँ नि त्यहाँनिर जस्तो अब यी चिजहरू उनीहरूले होम डेलिभरी पनि सायद गरिदिन्छ होला होइन एन्ड देन सर्टेन आइटम्सहरू सर्टेन स्टोरमा मात्रै एभाइलेबल हुनसक्छ है किनभने त्यहाँ मात्रै त्यो पर्टिकुलर त छैन क्यान गो ब्याक त्यो सर्टेन चिजहरू सर्टेन प्रडक्ट्सहरू सर्टेन ठाउँमा मात्रै पाउन सक्छ होइन किनभने त्यहाँनिर मात्रै त्यो पर्टिकुलर चिजहरू पाउन सक्ला सो अब अमेरिकामा त जता पनि पाउने भयो होला होइन बट देन से हुन्छ नि स्ट्रबेरी सेक अब के पाउँछ यिनीहरूकोमा सर्टेन चिजहरू सर्टेन स्टोरमा मात्रै पाउन सक्छ सो त्यसको लागि चाहिँ स्टोर लोकेटरहरू पनि उनीहरूले बनाइदिएको छ होइन सही हो सो लेट्स हेभ अ लुक एट द स्टोर्स है त And I was trying to show you the customize garne, but then I just came here. Seattle बाट सुरु भएको. So let's try to go to Seattle. So this is Seattle, होइन? कति धेरै स्टोर को एकै ठाउँमा कचाक कचाक गरेर बसिरहेछ. यो दुईटा त सँगसँगै नै छ. So if you order here, this store is closed and किन राखेको त्यही बढेन. This is also closed. ल के हो यहाँ पनि लकडाउन छ कि के हो? All right. Looks like something is up. ए राति भएर हो कि के हो? स्टोरहरू पनि सर्टेन प्लेसेसमा. अनि यहाँनिर यिनीहरूसँग त्यो चाहिँ मलाई सही लागेको थियो कि लाइक दे हेभ कस्टमाइज गर्ने क्या सो वेन यु गेट टु दिस मेन्यु होइन देयर इज अ कस्टमाइजेसन हियर अनि यहाँनिर चाहिँ यु क्यान कस्टमाइज थिङ्स एज पर यु निड के सो हुन्छ नि अब बाहिरतिर त एकदमै स्पेसिफिक हुन्छ नि त मान्छेहरू होइन हुन्छ यता पनि त्यस्तो भइसक्यो अचेल है बट देन के गर्ने 2% मिल्क होल मिल्क कस्तो खालको मिल्क कोकोनट मिल्क आलमन्ड मिल्क होइन यो चाहिँ यो लेभल अफ कस्टमाइजेसन त हुन्छ नि एन्ड देन आफ्टर आई अर्डर अनि account पनि हुन्छ नि त मेरो, so after I sign in त्यो particular account हुन्छ, and then I can just repeat that के, I don't need to हुन्छ नि फेरि चाहिँ यो कस्टमाइज गर्नु परेन के. सो जस्तो मलाई जे लाइकिङ छ हैन, whatever I want to add हैन, whatever I want to do त्यो भयो, and then allergens everything चाहिँ यसरी चाहिँ यहाँनिर इन्फर्मेसन उनीहरूले प्रोभाइड गरिरहेको छ के. वेस्ट लेक प्रिन्सी भन्ने ठाउँमा. So yeah, that's Starbucks हैन. That's today's session.